Right, special day off, vacation day stream. Mission 5 in 10 Days of Autumn, a critical role. Like that D&D's podcast thing. A critical role. Everyone's just dead on their feet since the group had so little work for such a long time. Can I... Oh well. But there was also a reason to be proud. Our forces managed to escape from the trap and withdraw to Kalinin with some help from the Luftwaffe. Since the most valuable cargo brought by the Yonkers was completely safe, we managed to relax a little after such a busy day and have a pleasant evening in the building that would later serve as the officers' canteen. Unfortunately, the end of the event was saddened by the news of the death of 2 mechanics caught in Russian artillery fire. Next morning, we got up before dawn and had trouble reaching the group's command post. Incessant rains had turned the roads into an impassable, muddy mess. The vehicle we had obtained was constantly getting stuck. Every now and then, we had to get out of the cab and push the truck out of an endless series of puddles, making us filthy from head to toe. It was terrible to even imagine the trouble our infantry was experiencing right now, fighting in such hard conditions that it seemed nature itself had taken the enemy's side. It was obvious that Army Group Center would hardly advance east much, at least until the ground frost dried the soil a little. Despite heavy clouds hanging near the ground, we had to reconnoiter the weather behind enemy lines. If weather conditions were more favorable further to the east, we would expect that the Russians would bring down their numerous fighters and attack aircraft on the heads of our fellow soldiers suffering on the front lines. Exhausted by the boredom and uncertainty, I volunteered to fly. Taking Unterofficer Kunz with me, who had demonstrated the aerobatic wonders he was capable of when he landed on the airfield last night and obviously needed some extra experience, we left the warm room to emerge into a disgusting and dank autumn morning. Alright. Mission 5. Critical role. October 22nd, 41. 06:40 in the morning. Ugh. Overcast, low ceiling. That's getting to be a theme. I'm actually reading Hell Let Loose about World War II, and I'm actually at this point in the book, and yes, the rain came in, and the Russians knew about it, because they're used to that, but the Germans didn't quite expect it to be so much, and it really bogged them down. And then the Germans, much like this, even said, they're like, well, it'll freeze here in a couple of weeks, and then everything will be fine because the ground will be frozen, and we'll be able to move the tanks and the equipment and the men. Except it's Russia, so yeah, it continued to rain, then it froze, then it snowed, and pretty much the assault on Moscow failed not long after that. So 480 meter ceiling. And we are just going to fly a weather scouting mission behind enemy lines. See if there's any aircraft at the aerodrome to the north of Nestorovo. You are the leader. There's 2 of us, full tank of fuel. Command post, green flare, takeoff, northeast, go east on course 90. Flight height 350 meters, 4 to 450 miles an hour. Kilometers per hour. Alright, my aiming assist is off. I'm going to go ahead and still leave the simplified controls on. That's my dog. His name is Blue. He's a Beagle Heeler mix. Alright. F2 setup. I keep turning off this headrest, but it keeps like not actually taking it out. Maybe there's a part up here it's taking out. You can kind of see over the top. My Vilka paint scheme, except let's look at the map. Where are we starting? We're starting over here. Kind of follow the river. There's the airbase they were talking about, especially north of. So this is where we expect to find action. Then we're going to fly down here to Sverdova and then work our way back. And yeah, a lot of that. Here's the lines. We're going to be behind enemy lines. So if we bail out or anything, that'll be the end, and I'd have to refly the mission. All right. Look at that. I have a screen cap obsession. All right. It's kind of cool at night. Hey, I would turn on my nav lights. And oh, I guess this doesn't have a landing light. Alright. We saw our green flare. Stop messing around and let's get going. Surprised I didn't hit the prop on the ground there. I really brought the nose over a little further than I should have. Oh, come on. I'm trying to see if my landing gear's up. Yes. For some reason I can't look down into my cockpit with Track IR. I gotta figure out the adjustments there. I said 4 to 450 miles an hour. We'll back off to about 70% throttle. I said 350 foot ceiling. Yep, so we're about 280 meters. We can climb a little bit. Not only are we checking the weather, we're also doing kind of some scouting for aircraft and ground activity. See, like, how are you supposed to see stuff over there? You know, I guess we see some firing. Rocket trucks. Hey, John. I'm on a vacation day today, so I thought I'd stream a little bit. There is definitely heavy cover so far on the clouds, so there's no enemy up there. And a little ways to go yet. Getting some rain. On that road there, we got some trucks. There we go. Got their headlights on. Oh, are my nav lights on? Yes. Get those nav lights off, because I see some nav lights up there in the distance. Maybe that's a runway? Yeah, that looks like a runway. That is our runway that we are seeing if they're doing operations. We might do a little close-up check here. That's a bomber too, so we'll definitely see if we can get him. Did we get him? Nope. He's taxiing onto the runway. He's spinning out of control though. Get back on course here. Shelled out city. Climb up to our 350 meters. Slow our speed back down to our 400 kilometers. Probably at this next airbase, where is it? Just on the other side of the river. There'll probably be some more aircraft on the ground that we can strafe. Getting off course a little bit. rain as we get up by the ceiling. Okay, we'll go on ahead and fly along these lakes here. Here's my headrest. I don't see the headrest still. Maybe it's just this top part. A little bit too high getting into the rain. $500 meters. There we go. $400 meters. There we go. Our speed, we're a little fast. We're doing 500 kilometers. The river, they're supposed to be there. They are. You can barely see them on the road over there. Alright, we crossed the river here. Oh, according to this, we got aircraft somewhere. Alright. I was hoping there'd be a little more action in this mission, but that's alright, I guess. Pretty long patrol for the conditions. I'll speed up time a little bit. Little village there. The ceiling's dropping. We're getting rain here at almost 300 meters. Some more ground fire over there. Still going pretty fast. We're gonna back the throttle off again. It's gonna be an interesting landing because I'm only 300 meters off the ground and I'm still going pretty fast. We're about to cross back over the front lines. Make sure there's nobody dropping in behind me other than my wingman. Nope, okay. Try to get some more altitude here. Alright, should start seeing the airport before too long. The airdrome. That might be, yeah, I think that's it right there. Yep. Alright, good. Here's our landing clearance. That's good. I'll turn on my nav lights. Bring in some flaps. Way low. Way early. There's our green flare. More flaps. I even came in on the runway the right way. That's nice. Bounce. There, flare. There we go. Flaps up. Whoa, artillery is nailing our runway again. Open the canopy, shut the engine off. There's our mission complete. Boy, yeah, we're getting shelled. I have a feeling that our next mission is probably going to be to go get that artillery. Alright, so we're going to finish this mission. Alright, events log. I did get credit for that bomber on the ground. One heavy. And then that's all. That's fine. Finish. Now, stick with me, John, if you're still watching. I'm going to kill the stream and start a second one, so I have individual videos for the each mission instead of 2 per.